Circles always small, keep a certain few. Only ever us, just the perfect crew. People ask for...
We're back again. Yes we are. As you can see, I'm sitting in my setup. So today, we're going to be reviewing the video, what if the Soviet Union reunited today? I think all the people who died in Gulag will turn around in their graves. But yeah, let's do this. I do know quite some stuff about the Soviet Union and the Second World War, and world wars in general, let's say, but more on the German part, not really on the Soviet part. A lot of the Soviet part as well, but not into the details, I guess. I think this video is gonna get into the details like they did on other videos. So let's just find out what the hell they're gonna say.
The year is 2017, and in November of this year, it will mark the 100th anniversary of the Communist Revolution in Russia.
Already 100 years? God damn, it's 2017? Whoa, I've been sleeping for way too long, I guess. I just overslept the entire 2017 year and the 100 year anniversary of the Soviet Union. JK.
The Soviet Union dissolved in 1991, but what would the world be like if the USSR suddenly reunited today? What would the Soviet Union look like if it existed today in 2017?
Well, I think it's gonna look like exactly the picture that you're displaying right now. Hey! One big fucking ketchup stain with some mustard on the left.
To begin, let's think about what countries today used to be a part of the Soviet Union. If the Soviet Union reunited today, it would completely encompass the countries of Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Moldova, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia.
I'm just gonna say to you guys, Latvia, Estonia, and Lithuania, if you haven't been there on holidays, especially on the beach places during the summer, it's some serious party shit over there, guys. Like, seriously, don't underestimate it. It's really nice. I really advise people to visit those countries.
Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan.
Kyrgyzstan? Dude. Kyrgyzstan. What the hell? Tajikistan? Uzbekistan. Okay, I know Uzbekistan, but Kyrgyzstan? I just know Kazakhstan because Boris was born there, yes, in his village.
Tajikistan. This obviously would make the modern Soviet Union a very large country, since Russia alone has more land area than the entire surface area of Pluto.
GG unlucky, Pluto. GG unlucky.
Together, the Soviet Union would be bigger than Australia, Antarctica, South America, the Arctic Ocean, and the Southern Ocean, which makes the Soviet Union larger than 3 continents, 2 oceans, and 1 former planet.
Don't fuck with Russia.
There are 11 time zones that would go through the USSR, so that means that if it was noon here in this part of the country, it would be 11 p.m. over here on the other side of the country. The Soviet population would be a very large 294,837,000 people, which would place the Soviet Union in 4th place in terms of population behind the United States.
When you see such numbers, you're just automatically thinking like, holy shit, that's a shit ton, and it's like, it's the 4th place.
This is interesting because the Soviet population in 1991 was almost the same as it would be now at 293,048,000 people, which shows just how greatly the population in the region has been stagnant recently. The American population at the same time in
Produce more babies, Russia.
Return to communism would have to take place in order for a true recreation of the Soviet Union.
Wait, why would communism have to take place in order to recreate the Soviet Union? I mean, okay, it was a strong point of the Soviet Union, but isn't it, why should it be leading? And why is it a have to? Just, I would like to have a better explanation on that, but okay.
Visitors would be free to practice their faith in private or in designated religious buildings, but all public displays of religion outside of these designated areas would be forbidden.
This is how we're gonna solve the problem in Yugoslavia or ex-Yugoslavia, former Yugoslav countries. That's how we're gonna solve the problem in Bosnia. That's what I've been saying the entire time. Is this something bad that you're allowed to practice your religion at home and at the holy houses, but are not allowed to show it outside or anywhere public. I wouldn't mind this at all, because it would just get rid of a lot of diversity in the world, if you know what I'm saying. Maybe it's taking away freedom. People are gonna say, oh, it's not freedom anymore then. But I kind of like the idea. This part of communism, I mean, don't get me wrong, but this part just, it would fix a shit ton of problems in my country.
We would add St. Petersburg, which would be renamed back to Leningrad.
Why would it be renamed to Leningrad? It's like if we would reunite Yugoslavia today, we'd change all the names of all the buildings and all the streets back to the names that they were. Why?
Fully mobilized Soviet military would be about the same size as a fully mobilized Chinese military, and would be 42% larger than a mobilized American military.
Get wrecked. Holy shit. Can you imagine like 4 million troops just coming to fucking take over? Especially when their ally is China. It's just like GG world, GG. GG's.
Soviets would also possess the largest nuclear arsenal in the world, with 7,300 warheads compared.
We call this cheating. Don't cheat. Come on, guys. Stop the fucking nuclear thing. It's just cheating. Don't do it.
Population up to 313,496,000 people, which would be nearly equal to the United States. Her GDP would be dramatic.
Nearly equal to the United States. Yet, they have like 20 times the size of the freaking United States. Like, don't forget, people confuse that a lot of the time. North America is not the United States. United States is just like this one block out of the North American continent.
It would have the largest nuclear arsenal in the world, the second largest conventional military in the world, and would be the world's largest producer of oil, but would be shackled by a struggling economy and a stagnant population growth.
But how can you say that's underperforming economy and stagnant population rate? Okay, stagnant I understand, because you have the data from all the last years, like 100 years till now. But underperforming economy, like if you're the biggest oil producer in the world and you have the biggest army and arsenal, you're probably gonna produce the most weapons in the world, which you can sell, just like you can sell oil, and you cover such a big amount of land on the world that you should be able to have a lot of natural resources to sell, dig out, etc. So I don't see that combination, but maybe me, I don't know.
Russia of today weakened by its lack of buffer states, but it is also condemned by its geography because it has no ice-free deepwater ports with direct access to an ocean. That means it's hugely expensive to ship Russian goods out of the country, and their navy can't properly function without the permission of NATO countries and allies. I talk about all of this in much more detail in my video over at Wendover Productions.
I mean, in case of like war and shit, they don't need permission from NATO. They're just gonna bomb everything to get away to the ocean. That's something that I never thought about, like about an entry to the ocean. But that was it for the What If the Soviet Union Reunited Today video, which was quite impressive when it comes to numbers. Like, I'm blown away on the freaking size that it used to have. But damn, son. Damn. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys learned something new. If you did, leave a like on this video, but also like the original video on the channel Real Life Lore or Lore, I don't know. I don't know if it's French. No, it's probably not. Just go to the channel, like this video. The original link will be in the description. And I hope you guys like this kind of video. If you do, leave a comment down below. Comment on what I should do next in my videos. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And I see you guys in the next video. Ciao!